Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the glamorous and sometimes heartbreaking world of celebrity plastic surgery. From subtle enhancements to transformations that left fans speechless, we're diving into the most revealing stories behind Hollywood's obsession with perfection. Some stars proudly flaunt their new looks, embracing every change. Others? They carry quiet regrets, haunted by procedures that didn't go as planned or beauty standards that pushed them too far. Whether it's a dramatic glow-up or a cautionary tale, these stories are raw, real, and often surprising. So get ready to explore the highs, the lows, and the hidden truths behind some of the most unforgettable faces in the spotlight. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell, because you won't want to miss what's coming next. Brigitte Bardot, an icon of French cinema and the very embodiment of beauty in the 1950s and 60s, captivated the world with her effortless charm and magnetic screen presence. For much of her career, Bardot embraced a natural, unfiltered look, resisting the heavily stylized trends that dominated Hollywood. But as the years passed and the realities of aging set in, she made a few subtle cosmetic enhancements. Still, Bardot never gave in to the industry's obsession with perfection. In fact, she became one of the few stars to publicly criticize the growing reliance on plastic surgery, calling it a dangerous path that stripped people of their uniqueness and soul. In interviews, she spoke candidly about the pressure women face to meet impossible beauty standards, warning that society's fixation on youth was erasing authenticity and self-worth. For Bardot, true beauty wasn't about freezing time, it was about embracing it. Her philosophy was rooted in grace, self-respect, and an unwavering belief that aging should be a journey of acceptance, not denial. Even as the spotlight followed her every move, Bardot's fearless stance against artificial ideals made her a rare voice of reason in an industry addicted to illusion. Her story is a timeless reminder: elegance is not found in perfection, but in the courage to be unapologetically yourself. Dolly Parton isn't just a country music legend. She's a fearless icon who's never been afraid to own her truth, inside and out. While her powerhouse voice and songwriting have made her a global treasure, Dolly's signature look is just as unforgettable. Over the years, she's been refreshingly candid about her journey with cosmetic surgery, openly sharing her experiences with breast implants, a refined nose, and skin treatments. But what truly sets her apart is the way she embraces it, with laughter, grace, and zero apologies. Dolly often jokes about her appearance with her trademark wit, but beneath the humor is a powerful message: do what makes you feel good in your own skin. In an industry obsessed with perfection, she flips the script, proving that beauty isn't about fitting into anyone else's standards, but about choosing what brings you joy. To her, cosmetic enhancements aren't acts of vanity, they're acts of self-love and empowerment. Her philosophy is simple yet bold: if changing something about yourself helps you walk taller and smile wider, then why not? Dolly's unapologetic authenticity reminds us all that true beauty starts with confidence, and that honoring your own sense of self will always matter more than chasing approval from the world. In the end, Dolly's story isn't just about transformation, it's about liberation. Goldie Hawn, the beloved Hollywood icon known for her timeless beauty and infectious spirit, has always embraced aging on her own terms. While she's dabbled in treatments like Botox, Goldie has never chased perfection. Instead, she's chosen a path of balance, moderation, and self-respect. To her, real beauty doesn't come from a surgeon's scalpel or a needle, but from within, from a life rooted in energy, wellness, and a joyful state of mind. In a world obsessed with filters and facelifts, Goldie stands as a glowing reminder that true radiance is fueled by how we live, how we love, and how we care for our minds and bodies. She believes aging isn't something to fight, it's something to honor. Her approach isn't about freezing time, it's about flowing with it, gracefully, confidently, and authentically. Goldie Hawn's story is more than just a beauty philosophy, it's a lesson in self-acceptance. She teaches us that real confidence doesn't come from changing who we are, it comes from celebrating who we've become. Heidi Montag, the reality star who shot to fame on the hills, shocked the world in 2009 when she revealed she had undergone 10 plastic surgeries in a single day. From a breast augmentation and nose job to liposuction and a mini facelift, The transformation was nothing short of extreme and instantly became headline news. But behind the glamorous photos and media buzz was a young woman struggling with deep insecurities. In the years since, Heidi has opened up about the emotional toll those surgeries took on her. What she thought would bring perfection only left her feeling more disconnected from herself. The pressure to conform to Hollywood's impossible standards pushed her to alter her appearance in ways she now regrets. Today, Heidi speaks with honesty and clarity, urging others to embrace their natural beauty and find strength in self-acceptance. Her journey is a powerful reminder. True confidence doesn't come from a scalpel, it comes from within. And no matter how flawless the surface may seem, self-love is the most beautiful transformation of all. Joan Rivers wasn't just a comedy legend. She was also Hollywood's loudest, proudest voice when it came to plastic surgery. Fiercely honest and unapologetically bold, Joan embraced cosmetic enhancements in her never-ending pursuit of a youthful, vibrant look. But behind the punchlines and sharp-tongued jokes were some hard truths. Not every procedure went as planned. One of her biggest regrets? A liposuction treatment she later admitted she rushed into without thoroughly vetting the doctor. The results left her with an uneven, disappointing outcome, far from the sculpted contours she had envisioned. Still, Joan never shied away from her mistakes. Instead, she turned them into comedy gold. With her signature sarcasm, she once joked, "Betty White's organs move more than my face." But beneath the humor was a deeper message. Rivers spoke candidly about the highs and lows of going under the knife. For her, beauty wasn't just about perfection. It was about control, reinvention, and surviving in an industry obsessed with youth. And while the mirror didn't always reflect what she hoped, her transparency did something powerful. It made the conversation real. Joan Rivers demystified plastic surgery, not as a shameful secret, but as a personal choice, full of risks and revelations. Her story reminds us that confidence doesn't come from looking flawless. It comes from owning your truth, even when it's uneven, stitched up, or full of regret. Because in the end, the most beautiful thing Joan ever wore was her honesty. Kathy Griffin, the fearless and quick-witted queen of stand-up comedy, has never been one to hide behind a filter, especially when it comes to her own journey with cosmetic procedures. She's openly talked about undergoing a rhinoplasty and body contouring through liposuction. But what many didn't see was the nightmare that followed. Her liposuction, meant to enhance her appearance, nearly cost her life. The complications were so severe that Kathy later described the ordeal as a near-death experience. In a bold and deeply personal move, she shared graphic images of the aftermath, not for shock value, but as a cautionary tale. She wanted others to see the very real, very painful truth of what can happen when cosmetic procedures are done without the right medical oversight. Her message was clear: beauty isn't worth your life. Using her platform for more than just punchlines, Kathy turned her personal trauma into a powerful lesson, urging her fans to do their homework, seek out licensed, qualified professionals, and never rush into elective surgery without fully understanding the risks. And while she's known for her biting humor, there was nothing comedic about this chapter in her life. Kathy approached it with raw honesty, hoping to spare others from the same fate. In the end, her story isn't just about plastic surgery gone wrong, it's about reclaiming your power through informed choices. Kathy Griffin reminds us that true beauty comes from strength, self-awareness, and the courage to speak out, even when the truth isn't pretty. Melanie Griffith's journey through Hollywood wasn't just one of stardom. It was also a deeply personal struggle with beauty, identity, and self-acceptance. As one of the most recognizable faces of the 1980s and 90s, she captivated audiences with her charm, vulnerability, and undeniable screen presence. But behind the glamorous red carpet appearances and magazine covers was a woman quietly wrestling with the relentless pressure to stay young in an industry that glorifies eternal youth. Over the years, Melanie underwent several cosmetic procedures, breast implants, facelifts, Botox, all in pursuit of that elusive image of perfection. For a time it worked. She maintained a polished, camera-ready look. But eventually, the mirror told a different story, one she couldn't ignore. In a rare moment of honesty, Griffith later admitted that one particular facelift left her feeling unlike herself, a painful realization that the pursuit of flawlessness had gone too far. Like so many stars before her, she had tried to meet Hollywood's impossible standards, only to find that the cost wasn't just physical, it was emotional. The surgeries had altered more than her appearance. They had chipped away at her confidence, her sense of identity. In recent years, Melanie made the brave decision to step back from the operating table and reclaim her natural self. Her face today tells a different kind of story, one not of perfection, but of acceptance, resilience, and growth. Her transformation is a powerful reminder. No amount of surgical refinement can replace the beauty that comes from inner peace. Griffith's evolution isn't just about appearance. It's about learning to love the person you see when the spotlight fades. In a world obsessed with filters and flawless skin, her story is a breath of truth. And perhaps her most beautiful role yet is this one, living proof that self-worth is the most radiant glow of all. Nicole Kidman, one of Hollywood's most celebrated actresses, has undergone a striking transformation over the years, both in her career and appearance. In her early screen days, she captivated audiences with her natural beauty and luminous complexion, earning praise for her timeless elegance. But as the years passed and the pressures of fame mounted, Nicole turned to cosmetic procedures like Botox and facelifts in an effort to preserve that youthful glow. Eventually, she spoke out about those choices with rare honesty, revealing that overuse of Botox had left her face stiff and expressionless, robbing her of the ability to fully convey the emotions that defined her craft. It was a sobering realization. Nicole began stepping back from those enhancements, choosing instead to embrace her natural features and let her true self shine through once more. Today, she champions a message that goes far beyond skin deep, that real beauty isn't about flawlessness, it's about authenticity, self-respect, and inner peace. Her journey reflects a deeper truth often hidden in the glitz of Hollywood, that even its brightest stars grapple with insecurity and image. Nicole Kidman's story is a powerful reminder that confidence isn't found in needles or surgery. It comes from the courage to be real in a world that rewards perfection. Priscilla Presley, more than just the former wife of Elvis, has lived her own complicated legacy under the unforgiving spotlight of Hollywood. Over the years, she underwent several cosmetic procedures, breast enhancements, facelifts, Botox, all in an effort to hold onto the image the world expected of her. But behind the smooth skin and sculpted features was a woman quietly battling regret. One facelift in particular left her with a look so unnaturally tight. Even she admitted it stripped away the softness that once defined her. That moment became a turning point. Priscilla began to see the darker side of chasing youth, the irreversible effects, the emotional toll, the dangerous illusion of perfection. For decades, the pressure to stay forever young had shaped her choices. But eventually she realized, some transformations don't bring confidence, they bring confusion. Today, she leans into a more natural, authentic beauty, urging others to do the same. Her journey is raw, real, and relatable, a bold reminder that even the most glamorous icons aren't immune to the regrets that come with trying to outpace time. So what does it all mean? In a world obsessed with flawless faces and frozen smiles, these 20 stars chose to resist the knife, or at least tried to. But did that decision cost them their fame? For some, the price of staying natural was steep: lost roles, fading relevance, and the crushing weight of industry expectations. Their stories reveal a painful truth. Sometimes the deepest scars are the ones we can't see. Do you think they made the right call? Or did time rob them of their spotlight? Let us know in the comments. And if this video hit home, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because behind every perfect Hollywood face is a story the world was never meant to see.